A lot of people were thinking, and I guess hoping, that this strange statue that was unveiled for the Game Awards in the Mojave Desert, a lot of people expecting or hoping that this was going to be related to the Elder Scrolls. Now, Jason Schreier is right here confirming that it in fact does not. I understand why people may have thought that about this statue, especially considering the fact that we haven't gotten any news on the Elder Scrolls 6 in ages. So, the fact that it is in the Mojave Desert also gave it some kind of relation to Bethesda. Bethesda was recently in the Mojave Desert filming for Fallout Season 2. Now, it definitely looks very fantasy, and it looks very demonic, almost like, it almost invokes the same feeling as like seeing an Oblivion gate, for example. Other than all of that, as someone who's played a lot of Elder Scrolls games and knows a lot of the lore, nothing specifically about this stood out to me as Elder Scrolls. Knights in armor, skeletons, and zombie-looking bodies, and demonic. Right here, I guess he almost looks like Molag Bal. There's also some animals mixed into there. Yeah, I think there's a bear over here. There's a bear there. There's some kind of serpent. It just doesn't necessarily seem Elder Scrolls to me, because there's nothing specific about it. Like I said, it is already confirmed that this has nothing to do with the Elder Scrolls. The reason everyone gets their hopes up so much for something that doesn't necessarily scream Elder Scrolls comes from the fact that we've heard nothing and have gotten nothing about Elder Scrolls 6 in ages. Now, a lot of people are just eager to know anything about the game at all, to see anything at all. And I get that, because I am too. There's also a crowd of people who feel that way, but they are under the impression that we know absolutely nothing about Elder Scrolls 6. And that's not the case. We know more about Elder Scrolls 6 than the average casual Elder Scrolls fan might know. Almost all of the information that we do currently have on Elder Scrolls 6, based on information that could be gathered from within the previous games, most specifically Skyrim, most Bethesda games in general. If you dig around and dissect the writing a little bit, start to get a grasp of an idea of what they're thinking of for the sequel. When it comes down to Elder Scrolls 6, I talk about that a lot more in my previous video. People have sort of confirmed that Elder Scrolls 6 will be in Hammerfell by the fact that a lot of things in Skyrim point to it. I believe that this 25-year anniversary of the Elder Scrolls series video that was released by the Bethesda Softworks official YouTube account actually gave us the first official look at Elder Scrolls 6. Back when this first dropped, a lot of people said this is obviously going to be Starfield.
Photogrammetry to scan in all these real-world assets and push our future tech for data.
Right there. So now I've played Starfield. I've never in Starfield seen a planet that has anything like this here. This looks like mesa, like a giant deserty rock mountain. Appears to be sticking straight out of water in like a tropical island looking setting. And you can see right there's like a beach and some green. Here's another image of a much larger rock, which I assume is surrounded by water around the sides. And of course, they've also scanned Shirley Curry as a character. Now, Shirley Curry is the famed Skyrim grandma who plays Skyrim playthroughs on YouTube. She's got lots of characters going back for a long time. She's one of the legends. Her first episode 1 was 10 years ago. And here's a look at what her actual character model will look like in-game before Skyrim came out. this Oblivion fan, he was a cancer patient who unfortunately passed away before the release of Skyrim, and they immortalized him in the game as Eric the Slayer. So yeah, that's everything that we actually know about Elder Scrolls 6. If you want to know more information about specific story and lore predictions on the game, predictions that we can reasonably make by dissecting the story and side quests and writing of Skyrim in the previous games. Also, there's a really crazy Easter egg in the Elder Scrolls Redguard that shows you that they had the entire series pretty much planned out since the 90s, since before Todd Howard was running the show. If you're interested in seeing more on that, you could check out the video I linked on my Elder Scrolls 6 predictions and lore. And if you're interested in more Elder Scrolls related content, I'll be streaming Skyrim. I'll also be streaming a lot of Daggerfall soon again. Skyrim videos planned on the way, some little fun facts and funny moment kind of things, little hidden details, things you might have missed kind of style videos. So if you're interested in those, please subscribe, and thank you for watching.